I know that the theme of the live stream changed just like that, but yeah, she kind of has something she wanted to say. So you know what that means if she says, "I'm gonna need to speak real quick." So yeah, okay. So that's what it's gonna be. Then whoops, weren't. But anyway, so hello, Kayla. Yeah, I know. Um, because I'm like getting hello, Nadia. I'm getting like things already being plopped in my thoughts from her. Just all, oh, oh, wow. Look at a bunch of grown ass men standing in front of a place where children are being killed. They have guns. They're armed, but they're like, I don't want to get shot. If I go in there, I'm gonna get shot. Oh, wow. I guess it is true. I think no. This is actually true. It's kind of sad how grown men can't go into the face of danger because they're afraid of getting hurt. Oh, well, looks like they can't take it, but they can sure dish it out. Well, pansies. But anyway, just as like an example of like what is like most likely going to be coming out of my now. Pretty much like that might be like one of the biggest themes that she goes in about. But I'm just controlling the breathing, just getting into state, and then being ready to just let her just come through all the way. But other than that, I finally figured out to actually start a clubhouse. I think that's what it's called. Let me look. It's yeah, clubhouse or whatever. And once I figure out how to use that thing, I'll be opening that up, I guess. What else? Um, I would think of anything else, but give it like about another minute or two, and yeah, then we'll go from there. But before I go anywhere, are there like any like like not actually like give like readings questions that you guys have? Anything like called related? I don't have my cards out, but for an example, say like say for an example, say if you wanted to think of an idea of how to like do like a kind of working or a spell to make someone be like, okay, I won't bother you. Just please don't hit me, like an intimidation work, or even just simply like how to like literally anything occult related. Hello, Knox. That is really it's a bit of a too much of like a it kind of smells like Windex little. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's actually deceptively simple. Right now, let me grab a pen. Hand me a thank you. Oh, actually, also a piece of paper. Almost, but not quite. Okay. I don't forget about you, Nadia. Just wait, love. But you'll get something. Mm. Okay, so disable a poppet. Well, simply put, you're essentially having a poppet of you that's activated. Hello, Annie. No. So you found out that somebody has a poppet of you, and you're like, crap, I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Well, again, when in doubt, always work smarter, not harder. Okay, so really all that you need is just simply this and this. So, to best put it, you just draw. It could be something as so simple as this. I am dead serious. I am completely dead serious. A stick figure. Now watch. The thing that you do, if you know who has made the poppet, this is the little trick. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to think about a quick name. Let's put I'm just gonna put like if you know the person's name, what then you would do is actually put like on one part of the arm, one way. I'm just gonna call him ass hat. So we'll go ass and then hat down. That way the name, if you don't know who then you would actually put instead of like, since you don't have a name, you would put whomever or pretty much creator. Hmm, trying to, I know exactly like what I'm trying to say, but I can't figure out the right word to put. But pretty much just put see. No, I don't want. It's not. That's not the right verb. I'm not violated, but it's not really violated. But it's pretty much like unauthorized, but a more smaller word because you can fit it on there. Um, but like I'm trying to say, like put like unauthorized or not non-consented, and then put that one way, and then down over the top of it, non-consented poppet of yourself. So, so in this example, we know that this maker's name's ass a hat, and since it's really just one name, we're then going to do it the same the other way. So now you have it going up and down the poppet. Now here's the thing. In order for this, stick figure to actually be hello, Jabril. In order for this stick figure to be tied to you, you have to give it a personal concern. What is a personal concern? If you want to be quick, just like that. Just like that. Probably looking at me like, you're wanting me to lick my finger, then touch the paper on the doll. Why? Simple. Your saliva has your DNA in it. This, when you make contact with it, and then you focus on saying that this DNA now infuses with the poppet, it's not activated yet. This puppet, it is you, but it's not activated yet. But now it has the personal concern attached to it. So now this puppet now is linked to me, but it's not active. Here comes the twist. Say that now, okay, now that the puppet's linked to you, and now you're thinking, How now am I able to actually make sure that nothing happens to me with it? Simple. Completely simple. Work smarter, not harder. What you do now is you actually make a circle, but now without lifting the pen. This is what you write, circling it, encasing it. And if you have trouble with this, well, it takes practice. And don't come up with an intention that's so like, oh, Lord Lanta hard. Voila. You write a circle around it, and in this example, I put within is negated. So within this circle of a poppet made by Assad, it's negated. It's trapped, meaning that anything that this puppet was intended to do, it's pretty much the energy that it puts out when it's being used or activated or don't have anything done to it. The energy goes out, hits a wall. Energy goes out, hits this wall of negation. So it doesn't matter what the heck happens to the doll. Somebody could literally drop an anvil on it, and that would probably indicate somebody falling off a tall story building, or actually you know having like their back get hurt severely, or part of their other parts of the body get crushed. Well, the thing is, again, it's surrounded by this circle of like with whatever's within this thing, it's negated. So anvil gets dropped on the doll, energy goes out, gets blocked, it gets negated because it has this trapping it. But it's not activated yet. Okay. So since we have the personal concern on it, with like, or if you want to be extra, if you want to be making sure that it doesn't miss. I can't remember to say this, but whatever. You can use your unique flavor of tomato juice that you have, blood, or you can use the let's just say the magical cells that men make, and the tomato juice that comes during the cycle for the ladies. I'm just saying, if you want to make it foolproof and like, there's no way in absolute heck that's going to work. And believe me, if no, you cannot. If you use that, there's no way that it's not going to not connect. But anyway, so to activate this thing, okay, whoa. I'm just going to use my regular blessing oil mix for this, and just keep it simple. You can just simply make a dot pattern on it. Top left, top right, bottom right, right in the middle. Now this thing's activated. So if this puppet that Asshead has made, if he thinks he's going to be like, I got him. How come nothing's happening to him? The circle's not getting him. And this is now actually activated. But now the thing is, if you don't know if somebody actually has a puppet made on you, but you feel that there is, if there is somebody doing puppet work on you, it doesn't matter who it is. If there's a puppet of you that was made without your consent and is being worked on, this completely mitigates any kind of puppet work being done on you from anybody. Because within the puppet is a puppet of you who made it, not unsure, but If there is one that exists without my consent, no matter what energy it puts out, negated. Doesn't matter. It could even be like someone trying to do something good for you, like give you a healing. Negated. If this is another one of those permanent, like, no. But what if somebody tries to do that type of puppet working that makes it like nearly impossible to avoid and it always hits? This is one of the very few ways to stop it. Yes, Knox. Essentially, a puppet is simply a representation of a target, a person. If you want, when it comes to this, if you want to have like any kind of puppet work at all being done on you, and you want it to always be mitigated, no matter what, without, and if it's not by your consent, do not destroy this. Because as long as this is, existing and standing, puppet work is not going to work on you. It's not, because in order for this thing to actually kick in effect, somebody has to make a puppet of you, and then as soon as they baptize it, whatever they do to it gets blocked. But a puppet simply, again, can be a stick figure. It can be. Please hold while I process request. It can be like a simple skull candle, or even like a skull ceramic piece. It can even be like a little here. It literally can be literally anything. It can even be a blue sock, for goodness sakes. Literally anything can be fair game. This. Um, Generally voodoo doll, yeah, it is. But this can be a puppet. I'm dead serious. This little, what are you again? Beanie Baby. Wow. Come on, kid. Where the heck have you been for like the past 20 years? This Beanie Baby can be a puppet. Even this. Now, you might be thinking, how? What? No. This is actually a puppet. This. How is that a puppet? You can actually do puppet work on two people at the same time? Mm-hmm. You got one, two. And the thing is, when you do puppet workings, like say if you're doing a blessing on a couple, when you do your work on it, you are actually affecting the connection between the two and them both. It's not just limited to just one. Mm-hmm. The more you know. But anyway. So, I mean, that was like a little whoops. Oh no. It didn't break anything, so we're good. But anyway, let's actually get to the Lilithian messages. And yeah, I think she's getting a little bit like, oh, come on, kid, just shut up already. Gosh. You're like Yahweh when he was trying to woozy woo me. Please! No. Boy, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so sad. Please go away before, something tragic happens to you. And I don't want that to happen. Just kidding, I do. Okay. First grab. Alright, the Black Moonstone on the first grab. Alright, Evelyn. I'm gonna burn another stone at the same time. Oh, he finally. Ugh. So, I don't know about all of you, but I don't know what's more sad. A group of, men armed with guns, being afraid to be, oh God, I'm shot. I have to go and get shot. Oh, I don't want to get shot, even though I signed up for this. I don't, I don't want to, break my sunglasses, and I don't want to die and not have my donuts in the next life. Oh, for God's sakes. And I've I've kind of had my own run-in with really vile fiends and just disgusting excuses for anything that's deemed, oh, I don't know, well, usually deemed as blessed and sacred and just like, oh, it's for the holy and it's always for the best intent. Woo, angels, woo, save. Full of crap. Yeah, I've had my own run-in. You know, I don't understand why, as well. You know, why do you have to have, you know, people be even allowed to have weapons like that? Why? Well, I want to have my right to bear arms. Bear arms, huh? Is that all? Is that all it says? Bear arms in the time of war. Yes. Are we in war? Not quite. At least in this nation, at least. So, besides that, why do you need to have a military grade? I think that's what it's called, or close to that. Why do you need to have a gun like that? Yes, Andy, correct. You're correct on that. Why do you need to have a boom boom stick with the sole purpose of killing and ending life? Why do you have to have it? Do you like the noise it makes when it goes boom boom LaRue? Ooh, you want to actually here's a better way for you to actually enjoy the bang bang. And actually, you don't even need to have it. Go on to what's that called? YouTube? Yeah. Look up the sound or like a recording of that gun being fired nonstop. Plug in your headphones, put them on your head. Turn up the volume nice and loud. And then just play it whenever you want to get that high buzz feeling of like, oh, I hear the bang bang noise. Oh, okay. Their problem solved. Oh, you actually want to shoot it? Oh, no. You want to shoot him? Isn't there something called armed militia or servicemen? Like army, military, marine? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Why don't you go and sign up for that? You get to shoot it all you want. Oh, you don't want to? Oh, no. Typical. Typical hypocritical pansy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't want to actually go and actually, even do something even more and also enjoy your going bang bang. Heck, you're defending your homeland and also enjoying the bang. It's a double whammy, but just like those just like the big congregation in the front of that school. If we were to go in, we'd get shot. That's like saying, oh, there's a group of kids who fell over the ship, like the railing on the ship. If we go down there and try and save them, uh, I might get wet. It's the same thing. And guess what? As part of your job, um, what are they called? Officer? Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's part of your job, hon. You don't want to go in and actually do your job? Okay, you can hand over your gold plated thing on your chest. Give it to me. You don't need to have that then. And I hope at least they all know this too. Not only did it cost the lives of children and two teachers, it even cost one of the teachers' husband's life too, because he died of grief because of the loss of his wife. He even had real men tell him, "Give me the gun. I'll go and do it myself." Wow. Now that, wow. Even Adam wouldn't do that. He even had to run to somebody else, be like, "I need help. I can't do this without you. I'm all alone. I can't make her submit. I'm helpless." These are them. More of a man than even Yahweh, too. Whoops. Whoopsie. That one slept. I can't help that. But for real. And to actually push them back and pretty much also have the mothers have to hear the shots being fired, and every shot could be one of their kids dying. Each shot. When Yahweh's angels came, and I refused to leave, I refused to go back to that just sad abomination. They killed my children in cold blood for no good reason, no just reason, and I still didn't go. There's a lot of things that really, really make me don't like certain people. But, when a child is put in a situation that they are traumatized and left to die like that, because they were, yeah, I don't like you. You better make sure that you stay in completely clear for me, love. Because if you cross the path, you may not, you may not even wake up in the same body. I just really don't understand why again and again and again and again and again this is still going on. I mean, doesn't the big cheezo, the big head honcho guy, doesn't he have a pen he can use to just be all like, "Oh no," or did he forget that too? In all due respects, but still, you know, human beings love to put on a fake show and they love to lie. It's cute at first, but after a while, it's just like, okay, you've been doing the same joke for 50,000 years. It's not funny, it's getting dumb and stupid, and it's gonna make me think, I think actually I see Adam in him. Hold on, hold still. This this another thing as well. I've also kind of noticed like a reoccurring pattern, a little bit, somewhat. Oh, there was a shooting that happened. Oh, looks like somebody gets inspired. Oh, I want to be like that guy. Well, why do you want to be like that? Why do you want to be known as one of the biggest mistakes that mankind's ever made? Father should have waited one more second. Just one more second and could have completely avoided it. Or, she should have just said, nope, not feeling it tonight. I just wish that would have happened. Oh well. But still. Just because somebody else does something does not mean it's a good idea for you to do it too. Because getting on a bandwagon of doing just kind of showing the world that I have no self-control. I'm just so upset and mad that other people have to suffer because I'm just so upset with things. Boo-hoo. Trust me, there's a lot of things I am upset about too, but hey, I don't make other people suffer because of it. I don't have time for that. And I kind of don't think, somebody has the nerve to point a gun at an elder, especially their own grandmother, and shoot them in the face. No, honey, you better hope I don't see you then. Please, no. Because if you do, you may actually, you know what? Here, I promise, here, I'll even give you a free facelift. You won't be recognizable because you have a different face on, but yeah, it might be a little bit red, but it's okay. Usually that's just the blush. It sets in after a while. It might be a little bit crusty, but oh well. And oh, another thing that I actually just gave a loving kick out of. Oh, come on, big boys that are supposed to be in charge. Oh, how come you're shying away from the camera? How come you're just being all like, come on, Raul. Oops, gosh, I keep forgetting he doesn't like it when I say that. Nope, he doesn't like when anybody calls him that. Sorry, Cruz. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again, Raul. I'm sorry, it slipped. Don't tell people your weaknesses, dude. Sorry. Come on, Raul. Gosh, you know what? I can't help it. I just can't help it. So, Raul, why don't you just fess up and say, I made a mistake, I'm a failure? That'd be more honorable than be all like, we gotta make the schools more harder. Make a school more harder, huh? Like, how hard? Like, as hard as your head? So hard that not even a sledgehammer could break it open? Not even a drill? Not even um, one of those things that looks like a pogo stick and it drills into the ground, breaks through concrete? Even that won't break it through? Wow. That hard? No, we don't need that. We just need to, have people that actually know how to stop and think, why do we have this available to the public? And actually, why is it even accessible to people that are a child, like 18 or whatever the heck you people believe an adult is at any age? I really don't care because over up here, we are just like, how much longer until they're going to figure this out? Because we thought you guys would have known this and figured this out by now, but oh well. Hopefully, won't be much longer because I placed the winning bet, on humanity to realize, oh, this is not a good idea. Let's end it now. Done with it. I still have a few more years until my like where is that? So please find out that this has to stop. Because well, I'm going to win the bet, but two. Well, I mean, you know how Asmodeus is. He just loves to gamble, especially blackjack. Just don't go over 21. I mean, I just find it it just tickles me every time when he goes, busted. Even sometimes I purposely go over 21 just to hear him say it. If you don't know Asmodeus, don't even say a word. And if you think that he's all about lust and doing all and being possessive, Oh, so basic. No, don't even say a word about him. You don't know him, love. But really, children shouldn't have to ever worry about going to any place and worry about, am I going to have my life end today? No child should ever be in that state of fear, and no mother or real father should either. Come on, people. Come on. You guys are doing so good, and then, oops, stupidity still is in there. Here's a hint. Remember that big piece of paper that was made about, oh, I don't know, 300-ish, close to that, years ago? You can just become a big mosh pit, grab them, and throw them out of the place. He says you can do it. But that's none of my business. What do I know? I mean, I'm just speaking through this vessel. And I don't know anything about this world. All I know is, wow, atoms everywhere. Wow, I didn't know, he could multiply that fast. Wow. The more you know, and oh boy. Well, you know what they say. Easy target practice and, testing out new things of, oops, don't cross me. Just to see how it lands. And everybody has their own viewpoint. Woo. Yep, it's valid and all that. But the thing is, when it comes to mine's valid. And what we don't believe in this left right political stuff. Sorry. We believe in something that's cosmic law, nature. If it goes against nature, we don't like it. If it goes and pretty much is in harmony with nature, oh yeah, we're good for it. But if you go against it, oh, whoopsie, we don't like that. And taking lives of children and intentionally leaving them to die, that's like, oh, I don't know. That's like a group of elephants leaving all their young behind to die without any protection. Do you think nature does that? No, 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 love. Elephants don't do that. In fact, that's the last thing that comes to their mind. In fact, you go anywhere near their young, and they will make you as flat as, oh, let's see here, pretty much as flat as, let's just say, why don't we go with, let's see here. I'm trying to find something really good. Pretty much as flat as, what's that? What was that dimwit's name? The one that was about to kill his own son? Yeah. Pretty much you'll be as flat as his son. Yeah. Perfectly flat because you got squished by the elephant. Yeah, that's what elephants do. I mean, hey, at least they have, the willpower and the understanding, oh, one of our own, a child, is in danger. Where are you going to go protect the kid? If anything, you think they're going to be like, oh, humans have bang guns, elephant guns. Let's not go over there. Let's not get shot. No. They go in the face first and they will just completely run you over. And that's nature. Best put it. And the thing is about nature too, it's natural. Not being like that and not responding, it goes against nature. And if any scientific twat comes in like saying, well, it's not really that because it can't be proven. I don't need to prove anything to you, love. In fact, here's that experiment fluid you made about a few months ago. Take a sip out of it. I added something different to it, but it has high nitroglycerin in it. Just drink it, love, before I put it down your own throat. Yeah, I mean, easily put. When will these people that are supposed to be in power actually really do something? Oh wait, they won't because Money, money, money. All this, all about a piece of cloth paper. Wow. That's really more important than the lives of youth and anybody else. Hmm. Putting a piece of cloth over somebody's life. Okay. Hmm. There's a lot of things that make me sick, and that's one of them. Because if anybody think that that's okay, well, congratulations. They just volunteered to be my new test dummy. Alrighty, come on then. Whatever the heck this dimwit's name is. Whatever. It's time for you to be the next experiment to see, let's see if you can handle the I don't even know what kind of experiment it'd be, but something not very comfortable. And the same thing too with the. Let me switch that over right there. Ah, nope, too much light. No. Oh, love, just stop. There we go. And also, like the thing that happened in the grocery store. You have it. He had a dean's list of people that he wanted to shoot. Wow, wow. Even somebody believes in a certain belief system, even though I don't like it, you're gonna kill him because of that. Wow, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. I think he's a lifestyle, right? Yeah, I think he is. Good. Guess what? Put him in a dark place, hang him upside down, and have the same gun that he shot and killed people with, have it aimed right at his head. And then tell him, you never know when this gun's gonna go off, but it's gonna go off. And leave him hang there with that gun right in his face like that. And he'll never know when the gun goes off. I think that's fair. I mean, if he's gonna be and like pretty much striking fear and terror into people's hearts like that, yeah, he can witness it and experience it himself, knowing that he's going to kick the bucket at any given moment. He just doesn't know when, but it's going to happen. That dread, beautiful. That's what it gets. Okay, don't look at me. I wasn't the idiot. And I really don't understand how anybody can be like, please forgive my son. No. If your son had carried that out, why should any of them forgive you? He did something that cannot be taken back. And it permanently damages their family. And it cannot be taken back. That's something that cannot be easily forgiven. It can't. Why do you think I went back to Eden and ruined God's perfect creation? He doesn't know how to respect it and actually appreciate it. So he loses it. Heck, if they don't appreciate it, they don't need to have it. And since your son did not appreciate the understanding of how important life is, he doesn't deserve any kind of mercy at all in the next life. So he doesn't need to be forgiven. In fact, he can be just looked at as like, wow, what were you doing then, mother? Hmm? Hey, it's all on you. Your son, your child, should have been more involved. Nothing can have been done. Don't care. You raised them. Then whatever, however he lives his life. That's it. It can't be taken back. It is what it is now. But understand that asking for forgiveness and saying sorry is not going to change anything. You want to make a difference? You advocate and push and demand that the world understands that even though from your mistake this happened, but for the rest of your life, you're going to actually take a stand and tell the world, I am the mother of this person who committed this just disgusting thing. I'm at fault. But from then on out, I'm going to ensure that it doesn't happen again to anybody else. And nobody else will do what my child did. And that'd be the most impressive thing you can do. But you have to get off your tushy and do it. And you can't say, oh, I will. No. Get up and speak and volunteer. Put in the effort. Prove it. You want the forgiveness? That may not be ever enough. But at least you're trying. That'll be the most you can do. Actions speak louder than words. Until then, probably not going to get the most forgiving thing either. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be mean. Don't mean to be rude. Don't mean to just like put your face in the mud and just be like, oh, no, no, no. Don't mean to be like that, but you want the truth? Deal with it. Boo. You know what they say? The ones who care the most tell you that you're the most stupid. The most. They're not afraid to tell you you're stupid. They give you the facts up front. Well, that's about it for me. So I'm gonna take my leave, and I'll let you have this one back. Oh, I'm sweating. No, I'm sweating. Usually that happens all the time, and I know I neglected the chat and I wasn't paying attention. But usually she does that when it's like I have to. Whenever like she gets going, she doesn't like being distracted. Let me click back. Okay, here I am again. Okay, let me take a look at the um, chat now. Let me read all this stuff. Hi, Adam. Oh, hi, Annie. Well, for me, Annie, the way that I have to look at it, it's like at the end of the day, regardless of what went down, the lives of children were taken by the hands of a sick lunatic. And the law enforcement officers not taking initiative to put a stop to it? No, no. I don't care. Oh, I'm going to get shot? Cute. You're afraid of getting shot? Oh, that's cute. Get your tushy in there. You break windows, you go to the sides, you break windows, you get the kids out. Do something. And why are you going to tell the FBI, don't go in there? You're a state trooper or even a city level officer. You're going to tell a federal government FBI person what to do? No, honey, that's not how it works. If anything, it's the reverse. They tell you, get your ass in there. You don't question, you go. I don't want to get shot. Go. Don't make me ask again. Hello, Adam. Have I been? I've been good, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lilith was talking about that. It was horrible, of course. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the chat. Lilith was. Um, Me, I'm not blaming when it comes to the parents. The only parent that I'm blaming is like the mother, or essentially the family members. Well, not the grandmother, because I mean she got shot in the face by this twat head. No, why would you shoot your grandmother? I can't do that. If I was to do that, I'd be like, you know what? Somebody actually now come up and blow my head off. That no. Mm-hmm. And in a while, Adam. That was me talking. She came through. Yep. Oh yeah, the officers pretty much were trying to withhold people from going in, and they wouldn't even go in themselves. And the thing is, an NRA convention in. Well, here's the thing. This is my question to the NRA people. I can't. Yep. And even too, covering it and making sure that all those victims actually be remembered and get their voices well, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. The tragedy that they all suffered through unjustly. Have it be a pushing force to go to like those in power and be like, hey, enough of this. Fix it now. Don't care what you have to say. Either you fix it or get your lazy tush out of the commander chair. Get out of it then. And Raul, oh crap, I forgot he doesn't like being called that. The grandmother, I believe she's at least recovering, and the parents who are being endured and suffering, and actually had to listen to the gunfire and think, was that my kid? That sticks with you for your whole life, and your heart stops and falls, thinking that bullet could have been mine being killed. I don't have a child, but even just the thought of it is making me just like petrified. And it's pretty much the point where, hello, Rona. I mean, the best way to actually put this story forward, at least in my opinion, the bear, like point blank down, like to the practical 3D, what did happen, regardless of like who's a fault. And were you on site, Annie, or close by, or anywhere within the vicinity, like or witnessing it? Because if anything, you more likely are going to be having the more hands-on and eyes-on than I ever could. And I'm just going into the dark. On site, okay, then you most definitely know than this. Well, for one, well, we just can keep it simple. Number one, children, and two, yeah. Hmm. Although the facts that are still standing, one, lives of young children, and two, staff members, and their, well, because of the broken heart, and the husband of one of them essentially died. But mainly the children and the two teachers were killed by an by a, by a weapon intended to kill. That's it. Intended to kill. Hmm. But still. Hmm. But nonetheless, if something doesn't feel right, if you're picking up on it, it's always valid for you. And again, you were there, I'm not. So whatever you say completely knocks me down. Not like, oh, but pretty much whatever you say shuts me up. And that's all I can say. Because if you were there, I have no room to say, well, no. Hmm. And yeah, but the only thing that I can say is that if children's lives were taken, it's unacceptable. Because the last thing any child should think, am I going to die today at school? That should never happen. And even too, even if the government is doing these intentionally, all I had to say is this: if the government's intentionally like putting these things up, what's the big deal, dude? Why are you traumatizing your civilians and citizens? Then why are you giving them false alarms and scaring them? It's not going to do any good. In fact, it kind of shows that wow, so pathetic that you have to go, ooh, you better not be bad because this might happen to you. Oh, for goodness sake. Somebody take Uncle Sam and put him in the home already. He's acting crazy. Hmm. And I may not be, the most understanding of political stuff or being in politics or whatever. Hmm. But here's the thing. You know, I wonder, this is just even a thought too. I wonder why there hasn't been a politician that, oh, I don't know, plays the game, like the political game, just to be the little puppet on the string and get manipulated by the lobbies and all them. Get all the way to the top, be the one in control, and be all like, oh, hold on, and then we grab a pair of snips. Nope, I'm not snipping no tape. So anyway, so make it all the way to the top as the marionette on the string and doing whatever the heck the lobbyists want. Gets to the top, gets elected. Woo. Okay, I'm elected now. But guess what? Cut the strings. And now not being manipulated by the lobbyists anymore. Okay, let's see. Well, I have to do this. I have to give Rena this one. That's supposed to be a 10, Rena. That's what I have to say about that. 10. As in, like, as a point. But that person that's, got to the top with the help of the lobbyists and whatever. Ooh, made it to the top. Snip. Not that I know of. And the thing is that if you know how to do deception, and if you know how to play the game and make it be just right and just, or just even go along with it for a short period of time, all it takes is just a moment of a slip, cut, and now why don't we just be the extreme F this crap? Executive order, if you're a lobbyist, get out of the meeting places of officials. If you're found in there, you're now a convicted felon on site. You don't even get a jury. By default, you're a convicted felon. You're out. And you had to pay a big, hefty fine of the percentages of your profits from this year and last year. Profits, not how much money you have now. Money you gained. Yeah, you're going to have to pay a big, hefty fine, a percentage out of that. Hi, food. Is it a little bit mean, cruel overkill? I don't care. They're the ones who messed up the country all the time and making people sacrifice dignity and consideration of their people that they're representing in exchange for, God forbid, the cloth paper again. Yuck. And this is also a reason why in astrology, politics is actually the fifth house. What else is the fifth house? Drama, acting, playwright, creative self expression. And it's also the Oh, they're not gonna like me when I put this one out there, but who cares? It is the pavam of the third house. Third, the count three places away from the third, you get the fifth. Third, fourth, fifth. What's the third house? BS communication, everyday communication, marketing, getting your message across to a lot of people, screaming and yelling to get your point across, journalism. Not saying it's bad, but still, that's the higher of the third house. It's also the house of efforts. The highest point of your efforts becomes acting. And the pavam of the fifth goes into the ninth. The higher form of your acting, it has to be of Sagittarius to Jupiter Guru. If you're not being a commander and if you're not being in a way that you are guiding your people, Guru is going to just be all, why have you not? You have survived way too long to have that kind of a mindset. That's what it means when they smile and they shake their head and they don't say anything. That's the biggest whoops you can ever witness. When Guru shakes his head and grins and shakes his head slowly, you know you're not gonna mess up. That's not good. Don't have that happen. um, let's see. And even though nowadays too, actually you didn't hear this one from me, but I mean, who cares? Come after me, FBI. Come at me then, you fat blazing idiots. Flaming. Wait a minute. Oh, I got one. FBI. Flamboyant boys inbound. Oh, that's so bad. Um, well, actually, if there was actually like a crystal shop or metaphysical store in my area, I mean, I would be all like, hire me. Why should we hire you? Listen, dude, I've been doing this for 12 years. You want to test me? Hand me a stone, I'll tell you what it does. Oh, this looks like a lovely piece of, just like leopardite. Okay. You have a really calming heart, third eye, and a little bit of the crown, and also just a very faint of the third. Able to give you a calm, serenity feeling, but also making you being able to connect to a more intuitive part of the heart. Very calming and relaxing, gentle. Oh yeah, about the little shithead Pluto. Oh god. Oh Pluto. Good job, Pluto. Hey guys, I bet you I could be, just as awesome as everybody else. No, Pluto, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna ruin everything. Oh great, he just broke everything. Somebody tell this runt to shut up. Pluto in a nutshell. And especially if a planet's close to him, that planet's just going to get so agitated because it has to put up with the runt. Like, oh God, why do I have to put up with this little thing? Especially Saturn. What do you want, you little brat? Hey, Saturn. What do you want, you stupid piece of crap? What? Get away from me, you stupid little bastard. Do you want me to whack you again? No, I bet you I could be angry and, just as, pissed off as you can. Oh, is that a challenge, huh? Let's see them. Hey, what? I think you should just fall over and die. Oh, you little bastard. Yeah. Whatever planet sits with Pluto, that planet with Pluto gets so agitated because it has to put up with the runt. So significance gets overkilled. And it's just like, get this runt away from me. And I mean, it makes sense. Because Pluto is all about transformation and um uh you might have to tell me what aspect that is, Annie, for Jupiter. Usually Jupiter, despite being the great benefic, if he has any of his like nakshatras get activated, or if he steps on something to cause havoc and destruction, he'll step on it because he has to, but he'll defend as much as he can. But also Jupiter, believe it or not, is also the general, the commander, the strategist, the one that gets and tells, Mongol, this is how you attack. Go. Don't. You better go in there. Don't make me ask again. Otherwise, divinity is going to hit you in the ass. Go. Yeah, that's Jupiter, believe it or not. And Verena, the Imam Koli. I I have no idea what that is, to be honest. And actually, speaking of, oops. Oh well, the lid was on. Oh, good. Oh, good. My friend is okay. What was I looking at? Oh, over here. The IC, the fourth house. I like to keep it simple. The fourth house. The fourth house is the house of mother. It is also your heart, your happiness, your conveniency, the home. Also your deep emotions. If the fourth house is heavily damaged or afflicted, like say if you have Rahu and Saturn in there together, it can be pretty dark. And also the fourth house, believe it or not, is also one of four. No, wait, no, one of three of the moksha triangle. 4, 8, 12. Funny enough, two of those houses are malefic houses. Hey, I don't think that's bad. Capricorn in the fourth isn't bad. The zodiac sign isn't bad. In fact, there's no such thing as a bad placement. Essentially, the best way to look at it is like here. Okay, this is what the universe has handing you. How are you going to use it? Oh no, I have Rahu with my moon. Oh, I might have schizophrenia. No, no. Instead, look at it this way. I have Rahu with my moon. That means when I have a desire to achieve something, I know that I have the everlasting inspiration to keep going until I get it. That's the best way of looking at it. And I mean, heck, if you want to talk about, like stereotypically the worst placements to have here, I have Saturn and Moon conjunct by a mere 3 degrees. Saturn is behind my Moon by a mere 3 degrees in retrograde. That's known as the yoga of poison. The mind gets poisoned, the emotions get poisoned. It's probably one of the most difficult and most painful and harshest yogas ever. By stereotype, it is. Woo. Here. Mm-hmm. That's one potential. But the bad potential, essentially, the emotions get cut, void. They get frozen. Mm-hmm. But also, this too. What happens when you have emotions and they pretty much you have water emotions of love, nurturing, and now they're frozen and they're stuck the same. You get devotion and commitment. A commitment that literally defies logic. Defies logic. Like, you shouldn't even be with that person. They've done so many bad things to you, but you're still with them. Makes no sense. Don't have to. And Fun fact about the moon. Whenever the moon is aspected, conjunct, or is being influenced by any planet or any type of placement, she takes it all in. She doesn't push it back. She doesn't fight back. She takes it in. So when she's sitting with Saturn, Moon grabs what Saturn is. Oh, hi, Saturn. I want that. What the? Did you just violate me, woman? Can I have more? Stop touching my rings, you stupid little fraud. Please? No! God! Why the heck why the heck didn't the sun choose you to be the queen? God, sheesh. You might as well take the kitchen sink. I already have. Damn, woman. But that's what the moon does. She just takes and takes and takes. And when she takes in everything that's being put on her, especially with a conjunction, she mimics the planet. She becomes like a watered down, a more emotional mimic of that planet. So essentially, you could say you have, at least for me, two Saturnian planets together. I'm lucky. And even some people think, you think having two Saturnian planets on your head is a good thing? Mm-hmm. Why are you jealous? Are you a masochist kid? No. I actually understand Saturn, so I completely understand and know how he works. And once you know how he works, in my Western, actually, in my stuff, in my Western placements, I'm an Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, Aquarius strong Saturn, and Aquarius Lilith. And I'm a Libra sun. We have a lot of what the heck is this thing? Yeah. And if you want to be even more technical, the nakshatra that pretty much born under Western, it is a scooch tush. There we go. It is Shatbishaka, the voided circle. Baruna. Moon, Saturn, and Moon on top of each other. What's the sign? What sign is it? And a Saturn retrograde as well, because that comes through. Mm-hmm. Venus in Jyesha Nakshatra for Virgo Ascendant. Which one should be worn? Diamond, opal, zircon, or white sapphire? You probably may not know this one. Now, Venus owns the diamond. Virgo, Mercurian. There's jade. But here's the thing. If you're going to be wearing a ring, where Virgo ascendant. 1, 2, 3. That would be third house, finger. You would want to actually use, for one, don't use opal, zircon. Diamond is the actually, you wouldn't want to wear a ring actually. You would actually want to have you would actually want earrings instead for Jishta. Diamond earrings. Done. Capricorn is what I have in Vedic. Aries, if Saturn is not retrograde, that Saturn is pissed off. And having a pissed off Saturn with the moon, oh no. Oh, that moon's not going to be able to handle that good. Because you now have the old geezer being forced to actually, be active. You want me to do a cartwheel? How in the heck am I going to do it with this walking stick, you stupid bastard? God, how am I going to do that? I'm going to break my hip. God, you people suck. How am I going to swim? Stick. Without it, I can't move. You want me to move in water? God. And then if it's a direct Saturn, yeah. A direct Saturn in Aries he's pissed off. He does not like Aries. Well, what sign is your Mars in? Mm-hmm. Yep. Hmm. And Capricorn, the reason why the Mars likes him is because of the Abhijit point in Purvashada, the Abhijit point, the hidden nakshatra of victory, the masculine one. You put Mars in there. Mars goes in a fight. No matter what happens, he wins. Of course, he's going to love it. He's like going to war, just like, I already won this fight. Come at me, bro. And heck, if it makes you feel better, my Mars, yeah, that's essentially the Abhijit point is only in the part of Sagittarius into the start of Capricorn. It's a really small bit. But if a planet lands in there, it's just like, oh, I'm victorious, huh? Okay, good. Except Saturn. Saturn's the one that's like, oh, you want me to be victorious, huh? Well, do something. Prove it. If you can prove that you are deserving of me giving you victorious rewards, give me it. Show it. Drop it. Give me 50 now. No. Piss it then. No, 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 no. You won't even put me to good work to do it. Nope. Nope. If you really wanted me to beat you, you just had to ask. Yeah, no. I've actually really want to actually get back to actually doing those skits with Saturn. And fun fact, did you know this? Capricorn originally was at least in the Vedic system, a crocodile. Like Steve Irwin. Crikey, mate. That's Capricorn. Hmm. Yep, and that's only from Vedic astrology. But the good thing about the crocodile, if you go on land, it moves just as fast on land. You go in water, it'll still chase you. It'll still pursue you. Meaning, whether you're running away on a practical level or if you're trying to run away from emotionally facing something, a Capricorn is still going to get you. It's still going to chase you. And no matter where you go, it's still going to adapt to you. Mm-hmm. Though Cancer, instead of it pursuing to hunt, Cancer pretty much moves on land and in water and protects. And fun fact Capricorn and Cancer, their owners, Saturn and Moon, both of them actually have nakshatras they own in the opposing sign. Capricorn has Shravana ruled by the moon. And Cancer has Pusha owned by Saturn. If you were to put them in each other's signs and in those nakshatras, you have them exchanging signs and nakshatras. So they actually are acting like, oh, I already own this place. They're acting like they're in their own signs and nakshatras too. They're in own nakshatras and sign, which makes them pretty much near like Maltragon. Near. Well, not really moon because she's like, Taurus, that's my home. Not even the one you are given ownership of. Nope. It's like the more you know. Speaking of that, I will also mention this too. I'm having hot flashes. Oh, happens. Yes, because what's the moon? The moon is your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, how you emotionally connect to the world. This is the mother. Sorry about that. Just heard that. I'm thinking, what's the screaming about? But the thing is, also, here's a little secret. When you have no idea what somebody's ascendant is, you make the moon the ascendant. And you treat it and read the chart from there. Because you're now reading it from their mind. That's one of the little sneaky tricks you can do. If you can't figure out the time of birth, you can use the moon as the ascendant. That's one of the many things. And the sun, despite being the king, the sun has the least amount of say when it comes to like the quote unquote big three. The sun, moon, and Lugna, sun is in last place. Next. Next is pretty much the ascendant's the body and moon is the mind. It does. Actually, really, the energy that you're supposed to develop, that's Rahu. What you're striving for is Rahu. And where you're kind of meh with, like, I already mastered this. Why? That's K2. And where you have the sun placed, no matter what house is in, wherever the sun's at, essentially he gets in there, it's just, let there be light. Everybody can see what's going on in this place. Even if it's the 8th house or the 12th house. Let there be light. Everything gets shown. And my son's actually in the 8th house, believe it or not. So, occult. Let it be known to me. Okay. And also my Jupiter is sitting with the sun too. So Jupiter is just all, oh, just, well, I have the king with me. Grr, how are you doing? I'm just absolutely lit up to see you. Essentially, you're putting the king in the gutter, because that's the 8th house. But the thing is, when it comes to anything at the 8th house, the native is actually pretty aware of it. And then whenever a tragedy strikes, they know exactly how to respond. They know how tragedy works. And also, they also know how government secrecy. They also understand and they can perfectly see and understand their in-laws. They also know how to handle, well, crystals and gemstones, because that's the 8th house. Gemstones are 8th house. Where do you get the crystals? You gotta dig in the earth. They know how to handle gemstones. They're illuminated with stuff underground. Also psychology. Alrighty, have a good night, Verena. Oh god, I've been in live for an hour and 30 minutes. I might be going to, because I mean, I'm sweating. But then again, I'm also wearing these odd pants, but I think tomorrow I will actually start talking about more occult subjects again. I miss pretty much being like a walking encyclopedia of shenanigans or whatever, but tomorrow I guess I'll just get back to that. And to also remind, I will be having a clubhouse thing up and running soon once I get it up and whatever. Down below, I do have my art, like the artworks that I've done for prints. They're down below too. And if you actually want to get a one-on-one or any kind of reading or just anything at all, we go down to the just links, link me or just ask me, whatever. You go into there, you'll see a selection of things you can have. Or there's also my book links too, down below. But other than that, let us all be good. And I will see you probably early in the morning tomorrow because I work tomorrow, but there's only one one short little bit of work, but other than that, I'll be back much earlier. But see you then. Don't break anything. If you do, just blame the guy next to you.